sir.
आइए।
Good morning, sir.
बैठ जाइए आकांक्षा।
Thank you, sir.
आकांक्षा ना, अरे आप तो सोशियोलॉजी की स्टूडेंट हैं और ये गार्डनिंग आपका इंटरेस्ट है, क्या करती हैं गार्डनिंग में आप?
सर मैं टेरेस गार्डनिंग अपना बना कर रखी हूँ।
टेरेस गार्डनिंग करते हैं।
आई इंश्योर मेरा गार्डनिंग का फिलॉसफी है फ्रॉम किचन बैक टू किचन।
क्या डालती हैं फर्टिलाइजर्स, कैसे इसमें क्या कौन सा डालती हैं?
क्योंकि ये घरेलू पैमाने में गार्डनिंग होती है तो बेसिक फर्टिलाइजर हम लोग जैसे रोज की क्राफ्टिंग करते हैं तो चाय पत्ती, वेजिटेबल पील्स और काउ डंग फर्टिलाइजर आर द 3 इम्पोर्टेंट की फर्टिलाइजर्स जो मैं अपनी गार्डनिंग में यूज करती हूँ।
ठीक है, गार्डनिंग से लिंक है आजकल एक शब्द बहुत चला हो, ऑर्गेनिक खेती होती है, ऑर्गेनिक वेजिटेबल्स होती है, ये क्या चीज है? इसमें सही में कुछ है या केवल धोखाधड़ी है? बताइए आजकल फ्रॉड, ये बताइए।
सर धोखाधड़ी देयर इज ऑलवेज पॉन्जी गाइज रहते ही है जो आपको शुद्धता के नाम पे अशुद्धता बिक्री करते हैं, पर इस पे कोई दुराई नहीं है कि ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग इज वन ऑफ द प्रोमिनेंट सेक्टर विच इज राइजिंग इन बिहार ऑल ओवर द कंट्री
particularly in
पर्टिकुलरली
English, I didn't see. Yeah, please continue in English.
जी ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग जैसे कि हम वैसे उसकी कॉन्सेप्ट है कि हम आर्टिफिशियल फर्टिलाइजर सिंथेटिक फर्टिलाइजर का प्रयोग ना करते हुए हम जैविक खेती करें विथ मैन्योर्स जैसे कोकोपिट यूज करना, काउडंग फर्टिलाइजर यूज करना, वर्मी कंपोस्ट यूज
Have you
करना।
also heard of organic certification for vegetables etc होता है? Do you
Yes.
know anything about that?
Yes, sir.
How
In
is
order
it?
to ensure the authenticity of the organic vegetables, organic certificates are being given basically by FPOs.
Well, now let me know what are the schemes taken for women development in Bihar, and some initiatives have been taken in recent past. Let me have something about that.
Bihar government has taken a plethora of schemes right from the birth of the child till the अंत्येष्टि योजना तक भी। अगर जन्म से देखते हैं तो सीएम कन्या उत्थान योजना एक फ्लैगशिप स्कीम है। Apart from that, in order to ensure the sex ratio, increase the sex ratio, CM Kanya Suraksha Yojana is one of the flagship scheme again of the government. Student credit card, a gender neutral scheme but still a viable scheme for women education. CM Kanya Vivah Yojana, where CM provides 5,000 rupees incentive help to poor girls in marriage of poor girls. And another major scheme which has been copied in 7 states also was the Cycle Yojana, that cycles were provided to girl students.
I find that now in Bihar there is reservation of jobs for women, other assembly, parliament, everywhere is happening. I feel this is a slap on women. We want you to be known, continued as a weaker gender, and that's the conspiracy to keep you. You are happy that you are getting something, but you are getting as a charity. Do you feel it right? What is your ethical view about this?
To any positive step, it is being within the constitutional mandate of 15(4), 16(4). It is a state has the right of positive discrimination in case when the institutional handholding to bring onto the power to establish equity, then followed by equality.
Okay, now let me see some sociology. What is secularism and what is communalism? Can you explain?
Secularism can be understood as peaceful coexistence of various people of various faith, religious faith. However, communalism can be seen as a bias. Communalism is about one's own biasness towards a particular faith and practicing, preaching and propagating one's own faith more as compared to others' faith.
One step ahead, fundamentally.
Fundamentally, one step ahead of communalism.
When does communalism turns into fundamentalism? How?
Communalism turns into fundamentalism when tolerance for the religion of the other person slowly dissuades or disappears. जब हम सामने वाले के धर्म के प्रति उतना टॉलरेट नहीं रहते हैं, तब रिलीजन कहीं ना कहीं और एथनोसेंट्रिसिज्म और कल्चरल डेप्रिवेशन जब सिंक इन करता है, तब कहीं ना कहीं कम्युनलिज्म फंडामेंटलिज्म की ओर प्रवेश करता है.
Okay, I will go 1 minute. Recently, Nobel Peace Prize has been given to an Iranian lady. She is in jail or something like that. Tell me something about her work. Are you aware anything about her? What did she do? Why did she deserve this Nobel Peace Prize?
Iranian Miss Nargis had received Iranian Nobel Peace Prize with respect to her fight towards democracy, gender right, and gender equality.
But fight and peace. See, she got the prize for peace. But you are saying that she fought against the various things. How do you reconcile this fight and peace?
Sometimes roads towards peace leads towards the fight, and that is very much evident from our Indian mythology of Mahabharata also.
Please.
आकांक्षा, अब बताइए कब किया आपने ग्रेजुएशन?
सर 2019 में किया है.
2019 में.
जी सर.
उसके बाद से क्या कर रही?
सर फिर 2020 से 2022 तक मैंने MA मेडिवल में परस्यू किया हिस्ट्री यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली हिंदू कॉलेज से, एंड तब से तैयारी में लगी.
आपने सोशियोलॉजी रखा है, क्यों रखा है इसको ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट?
जी, despite being a history graduate, being sociology as my optional is to widen my knowledge base. If history is the roots, the sociology is the shoot. Sociology adds that emotional quotient, more systematic and scientific understanding, making it multidisciplinary.
Then one question for you. How social issues affect society?
Definitely, the social issues are born out of society and have a consequence on the society. Whether it affect on all the structures of the society, right from education, polity, the lifestyle, family life, and there's a difference into it.
Is depression a social problem?
Definitely depression, which is often in colloquial or general term seen as a human problem, a psychological individual problem, is a social problem. And it is very much proved by Emile Durkheim in his work of suicide.
How?
It has been found that basically, as far as Durkheim, he had identified 4 important causes of depression, or a stage ahead of depression, suicide, is high integration. When you are highly integrated to an affiliation, such as human bombs, or low integration, when you are too low integrated or you're not integrated to anyone, such as low integration is actually depression, when you find yourself dissociated from the society. High regulations. In case of slave society, the slaves were committing suicide because of extra regulation. And low regulation and anomaly, normlessness situation is created. And farmer debt, suicide is one of the impact of that.
What are challenges before government?
Particularly, if I had to highlight 3 important challenges before Bihar government itself is, firstly, the low literacy level, and that consequently led to one of the shocking statistics is child marriage in Bihar. Increasing prevalence of child marriage, with girls being married just near the age of 17.2 as an average. Apart from that, lack of labor-intensive sectors is one of the important factors which led to unemployment. And thirdly, in order to boost the revenue, there's a need to implement need to develop tourism as an industry, attracting people from all around.
You are graduate from Hindu college.
Yes, sir.
Your subject history honors.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, what is difference between colonialism and imperialism?
Yes, sir. Imperialism is more of a political aggression, where a country acquires other country just for political hegemony, whereas colonialism is beyond politics. It's more about economic exploitation and starving the home country or the colonial country to her own resources.
Can you tell me about Lenin's statement? Imperialism is the highest stage of capitalism.
Yes, sir. The statement, basically, imperialism is the highest stage of capitalism. basically means that it is when an imperialist country when a capitalism has it at its highest peak, means exploitation at its peak, profit motive being the ultimate goal. Labor, there's no accountancy of the labor reforms, labor laws. It's the imperialism. The only thing is hegemony.
5 assumptions given by Lenin. What are those assumptions?
Sir, please can you repeat the question?
5 assumptions regarding this statement. Please tell me about these assumptions.
I'm sorry, sir, I don't have much idea with this.
Akanksha,
Ji, sir.
what is the meaning of Akanksha?
Sir, Akanksha means ambition, ichha, Vilasha.
How many members in your family?
Sir, 4 members.
4 members. Hmm?
Sir, me, my younger sister, and my parents.
My parents. What's your parents doing?
So my father works in Jharkhand Police Service, whereas
At which post?
he is currently posted as DYSP CCR in Jamshedpur.
Jamshedpur.
Yes, sir. While my mother is a homemaker.
Homemaker.
Yes.
Why we use the word homemaker, not housewife?
This is a recent trend with the rise of third wave of feminism, that homemaker has been used more in place of housewife. It is often seen women as a part of a care economy, making our home. Housewife is just, it seems like being married to the house. So yes, to provide more justice to her work, homemaker is one of a slight upgradation.
I think women will and the women empowerment is on paper only. Okay? Just we are listening so many times that सभापति पंचायत पति ऐसा हम लोग सुनते हैं like in the one serial that is called पंचायत. ठीक है, tell me about this.
Sir, Panchayat Pati is one of the greatest criticism that has been highlighted by the critics, and of the loophole which is definitely present in some parts of the country, where male counterparts allow their women to contest the election by virtue of the reservation of the seat. However, the main motive is that the power remains at the home, and it is the male who governs on behalf of the women. However, in such a case, as the district in charge, as a BDO or SDO of the, you have all the right and authorities to not real her husband to attend the meetings. There have been examples where SDOs have been using their power and making the women the real de facto head to attend those meetings.
Is there any misuse of women empowerment?
Definitely, women empowerment. Every sides have a pros and cons to it, and every law has a loophole to it. There is no denial of the fact that the law has been misused. However, and as every false case is being misused or is just failing the objective of the purpose or for the law. However, the law has done justice to a larger section of the society, much more.
You believe in collegium system?
Collegium. Okay, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, collegium system, in order to ensure the independence of the judiciary and the separation of power, as clearly highlighted in our DPS Article 50 as well. Collegium system is one of the prevalent system that has been there in India.
One last question. What is the Kannada matter?
Sorry, sir, would you please repeat the question?
Kannada matter. Kannada issue with India.
Okay. India and Canada issue has been heightened because India has been accused of conducting an extraterritorial killing, assassinating one of the Canadian activists, which is often being seen as a terrorist from the Indian point of view.
Is Khalistan is a terrorist?
Yes, under UAPA, India has associated certain organizations such as Khalistan Tiger Force, KTF, as the terrorist organization or unlawful organization. So yes, some parts or some organizations that have been dubbed as terrorist organization under UAPA.
What's your preference?
So Bihar Administrative Service.
Your father is DYSP. Why?
Sir, in order to bring the holistic development, there need to be an holistic approach. And BAS gives me a multidisciplinary field to work.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Akanksha. You can go. Your interview is over.